Hey guys, what is going on? My name is Tom Spark. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be playing a little game and also giving you some really good tips to protect your online account so you don't get phished. Maybe you don't even know what phished is. Well, basically it means someone's gaining access to your account. Now this has actually happened to some major YouTubers out there. One of the YouTubers I actually started watching was his first video I saw was someone hacked my YouTube account. Lots of times crypto scams are being pushed on YouTube. So almost every week I see some fake Elon Musk AI generated thing shilling some kind of scam trying to get you to send them cryptocurrency. So that is definitely something to watch out for as well. But let's go ahead and get into the video, guys. First up though, I do want to mention one of my favorite products. If you guys are interested, it will give you a good product and help support the channel for a win-win. What is this product? Well, it's actually kind of related to this video. If you want to limit your public access on the internet, you want to remove your information from data brokers, basically, this tool will go to websites like White Pages, various other websites, and remove your real life name, address, phone number, and stuff like that. All these things can be used to help you get phished, unfortunately. They could kind of be used to trick you, and it will lead you to fake emails and robocalls as well. So I would recommend a service like this. With my code below, you get 50% off this one. So check out that link and you should be able to get this deal, and definitely a service I recommend when considering this kind of category. So guys, let's go ahead and now play this little game. One of my users in my Discord sent me this. Feel free to join the Discord if you want as well. Basically, it's a game that lets you see if you could spot if you're being phished. So I've never played this game before. Let's go ahead and see how well I do, and you might learn a thing or two as well. So first up, it's just saying, let's see if you could tell if you're being phished. Take the quiz. So create a name and email to make this seem realistic. So let's just do Tom, and we'll do Tom Spark at gmail.com. Get started. All right. Be sure to check out the link URLs by hovering or using long presses and explore email addresses. None of the links will work. We don't want to send you anywhere funny. So we have to choose between phishing and legitimate. So it looks like this guy has sent me a some kind of document. It seems like a decently real email. If we click here, we can see that it's sent from this guy. Doesn't seem to be anything fishy really to me. Looks like the hovering over this actually does take you to Google Drive, and clicking this will also take you to Google Drive as well. Now I'm not 100% sure what Google Drive's real link is, so that's also something you might want to check out before clicking on this one, just if you totally get it out of the blue. But who knows, maybe you already know Google, maybe you already know this guy. So let's go ahead and see here. So honestly, when I copied a Google Drive link, it didn't look like this. So me personally, if I didn't recognize this person, I probably would not click on this. So I personally would say phishing. But for the purposes of this, I'm not really sure, because I'm not sure if that's the Drive Google. What should we do for the quiz? Well, let's do one more test. So let's go ahead and copy this link here. Copy this link. It's not actually going to let me. So kind of like I expected, the double hyphen at the bottom there, you can't really see it too well, and that's kind of what's kind of been throwing me off. Not really familiar with that as a phishing technique, but it was kind of setting up my sketch meters. I decided to double check that in ChatGPT just because it's really good about some of these kind of common factoids. And yes, it does seem to be a phishing technique. So initially I was going to click phishing. Just for me, I would not click on this, but I wasn't 100% sure for the results of the quiz, but ChatGPT did tell me that. So I'm going to go ahead and say phishing. Correct. This is a phishing email. You must have spotted the look-like URL. Be cautious about hyperlinks and attachments you open from emails. They may direct you to fraudulent websites. So as I said in the beginning, when I copied my Google Drive link to test it out to see what the link would look like, it didn't look like this, which was immediately a red flag to me. I went ahead and verified that with something like ChatGPT, which is a verifiable kind of way to kind of check things like this if you're not sure. And there you go. Another little tip for you as well. So, yep. Mousing over this link will show a long press that shows you goes to Drive one. So there you go. Watch out for that one, guys. All right, guys, looks like we received a fax. Right away, I'm suspicious because people still use faxes. I have no idea. So let's go ahead and see. No reply at efax.com. Already this seems to be a weird address, and we could go ahead and look. It just seems fake to me. Received a fact page. This is going to some weird website. It's just the sketchiness overall of this. It doesn't seem to be real. I've never used faxes, so I could be wrong. I'm just going to kind of go on my gut intuition. I'm going to say phishing. Yep, this is a phishing email. As you saw, the sender email is misspelled as efax, and I think actually points to mail. So yeah, down there, sender's email, and the link actually points to. So yeah, I definitely noticed there's kind of a weird link down there. Let me move out of the way. So yeah, overall, lots of times you can just go by vibes. If you miss an important email, oh well, that's their fault. All right, so there you go. So sender is efax. Link is actually to mail. Yep, I showed it down there. So there you go. Nice. 2 for 2 so far. All right, guys, time for trip for memory lane. This email definitely seems kind of suspicious. It's just weird numbers. Definitely seems kind of weird to send a link like this. However, if you look at the actual link, it does look a lot more like the actual link when requesting a Google Drive. So I think this one could be trying to trick me a little bit. I do want to kind of see, I'm going to screenshot this again. I think that ChatGPT trick was actually a pretty good trick, but I also kind of wanted to try something else. The annoying thing is it won't let me copy these links, but let's see if ChatGPT could figure this out. So we're going to send it here and see what it thinks. So I just copy and pasted a screenshot, and then we can go ahead. So looks like we're on Google Drive, but actually it's a different domain. Yep. So right at the back there is how you could kind of tell. So again, they really are trying to trick me here. The beginning of the link looked more like, as you can see down here, bottom, it looks more like actual link. But the back is not. So we're going to go ahead and say phishing as well. So the real domain is sys.net, which is this disguised to look like Google Drive. So just the context of this email itself was very sketchy. You can see here that if you click on it, it points to sys drive. All right, there you go. So it looks like you're out of storage. It looks like this is from Dropbox Mail. No reply at dropboxmail.com. Your Dropbox stopped syncing. So let's go ahead and investigate this a little bit. Down at the bottom, you could say that it goes to dropbox.com/buy. The link does seem to be legitimate to me. This doesn't really seem to be anything sketchy either, and this takes you directly to Dropbox's website. I'm going to say this one is legitimate, and there we go. We got our legitimate one. So as you can see, it's much easier to actually tell something's legitimate than fake. The fake ones are definitely a little sketchy, and you're kind of not always sure. That's why it's not really cheating per se to use something like ChatGPT just to verify stuff, or if you're not sure, just don't click on it. All right, so let's go ahead and go to the next one. As you can see, a quick search for Dropbox. So like it said, it's even recommending searching some of these things to see if it's legitimate, and that's kind of what ChatGPT does. It's just a very good way to search. So we've received a new kind of report. Usually emails come from, okay, so I don't know if I was always reading these hints. So this is usually what it comes from. This is not the same email address as this one. It's kind of giving it away there, to be honestly. But if you kind of look at this, PDFs lots of times are phishing and kind of viruses and stuff like that. So that's something you also want to look out for. This is very sneaky. So definitely watch out for something like this. This is probably something phishing from our employee, but we're going to go phishing. And there we go. Wrong email address. Pretty simple. Definitely something to look out for though. And this is why a lot of people in companies get phished and stuff like that. So there you go. Here we go. Someone who's been trying to access your account. Look carefully before changing your password. No reply at googlesupport.com. If we look at this, it does seem to be a sketchy link at the bottom there, at the bottom left. Let me show you. Well, I'll just screenshot it and then show you that way since my camera's kind of in the way. Maybe you could open it in the internet editor. So it looks like this. Definitely sketchy things going on here. Should have just kind of ended right here. As you can see right there at the bottom. So already we know this is phishing. So let's keep going on. All right, guys, so this one says your account is under attack. Right away, the way it has a dot support looks a little odd to me. It feels like it should be more like at Google. If you click here, it goes to google.com, and then there's a tiny URL at the bottom. Nice try, guys. So this is definitely going to be phishing as well. So it takes you to a fake logon page. So it is a real warning, but they kind of paste it on something to the end to kind of trick you. So you signed up for travel planning. You want them to scan your email, but take a close look. Tripto wants to view your email messages and settings. So let's go ahead and look at this. I feel like this doesn't really give me enough information to decide. It kind of depends on if this service is trustworthy or not. Wants to view your emails and settings. I'm going to assume that maybe this is too much to view your emails and stuff like that. They shouldn't be allowed to. So, I'm going to go with phishing just because it doesn't seem legitimate that they want to scan your emails. But again, let's just go ahead and ask ChatGPT. So this is a good way to do it. Like I said, guys, is this phishing? So me personally, I would say it's phishing. But if you just wanted to check, if you're leaning towards not phishing or something like that, let's go ahead and see what it says right here. So it wanted to verify the URL, but it's not really looking like we can kind of look at the URL. It does take you to the actual website, but again, it just seems like it has too many permissions. So we're going to do phishing, but it could be legitimate. So there you go. I was kind of on the edge there. Usually, if you're in a situation like this, you might want to choose phishing over legitimate. Just not sure anything about this service or anything like that. So that's kind of why I erred on this side of caution. So there you go. And as it says, make sure you trust the developer. I've never heard of this developer, so that's why I picked phishing. So there you go, guys. Good effort, Tom. I got 7 out of 8 correct. 8 out of 8 I chose, or the last one I chose phishing. But there you go. So if you guys wanted to take this quiz, I'll be putting it in the link down below, phishingquiz.withgoogle.com. But we could also talk about some other methods of protection. One other thing you guys could do is actually use a new email provider. If your email's been leaked everywhere, it might be a good idea to just get a new one. StartMail is one of the most trusted ones out there. This works with all your native applications on your phone that you already use. You just sync it up, and there's plenty of guides on the website on how to do that. I'll be putting a link for this in the description down below. It is a paid service compared to something like Gmail and those kind of things, but you do get some pretty cool features like email alias, which means you can make fake emails, sign up for websites. When you're done with them, just delete it and you'll no longer get those emails. So definitely very useful, very good protections about blocking spam and stuff like that you don't like some of the emails we already saw. So go ahead and check this one out in the description down below if you guys want to protect your emails. Also check out Incogni if you're looking to block robocalls, block some of those invasive emails and stuff like that, and your IRL information on the internet, which can help people phish you, have fake information about you, and try to trick you in emails. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video very soon. Last thing I did want to mention though, guys, is if you're interested in Incogni, interested in some of these other kind of privacy protection features, you might want to just check out Surfshark. Surfshark is the company that is behind Incogni, and they also have a really good antivirus. This is another way to kind of protect your computer. It was actually rated as one of the top antivirus services lately with their complete bundled package. So if you're interested in VPN, antivirus, and Incogni, this also could be a good option for you guys.